Hello and welcome to Bounty into Comics. My name is John Trent. I'm the founder and editor-in-chief at Bounty into Comics. I'm joined by my associate editor, Spencer Bacouli, my co-hosts, Donald Edmonds and Drew Taylor. We want to welcome you to another episode of the Daily Stupid, where we cover some of the dumbest and most idiotic things happening around the world and on the internet. Today we've got more stupid, including Esquire magazine and writer Charles P. Pierce, Liam O'Mara, Deadspin editor Julie DiCaro, and Tammy Duckworth. And then we'll also be taking recommendations from you in the chat if you have any. And then we might get some bonus Daily Stupids as well. This is our first The Daily Stupid live that we've done this. So we're going to kind of be navigating things as we go. But we want to welcome you to the Daily Stupid Live. We're just going to kind of jump right into it. I'll start here. So we got Esquire magazine and this guy, Charles P. Pierce. And on the website, this is how his bio is. It's Charles P. Pierce is the author of 4 books, most recently Idiot America, and has been a working journalist since 1976. He lives near Boston with his wife, but no longer his 3 children. And he wrote an article that Esquire titled, "It's Good to Be White When You're Doing Crimes." In his write-up, Pierce laments the fact that a man named Mark Ponder was detained by police on January 6th and then subsequently released as the police were needed to restore order elsewhere. He writes, quote, "And while I have no doubt that the Capitol Police were overwhelmed that day, and let's talk some more about why the cavalry didn't show up, but it's impossible to imagine this kind of scenario if the detainee were black or of a different ideological position. However, Mark Ponder is a black man." So
it's incredible.
So you can see, here it is. There he is right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
That's Mark Ponder.
Wow.
I don't know, man. According to what's her name, Nicole Hannah-Jones, whiteness can be adapted to whoever needs it.
Right.
Literal quote from her.
So in a criminal complaint uploaded to the internet by Politico, multiple images show that Ponder is a black man. Here's just the 2. Like you see him here, and he's obviously in some kind of scuffle here. There's 11 images in the criminal complaint. There's one of him like whacking someone over the head with a pole.
Yeah, I have that one.
I mean, yeah.
There's a bunch, and they're all in this criminal complaint. The complaint also specifically reads, "After being physically taken to the ground and detained on the Upper West Terrace, MPD Officer Number 4 began the process of arresting and transporting Ponder from the Capitol grounds. However, due to the chaotic nature of the day, the arrest was not completed on January 6, 2021. At approximately 3:15 p.m., Ponder was released without charges by MPD Officers Number 3 and Number 4 because the transport vehicle was unable to reach the Capitol grounds and because the officers were ordered to respond back to the riot to assist with crowd control." What makes this even worse is that Pierce actually linked to the original Politico article and cited it multiple times in his write-up. There's like multiple block quotes of this Politico article in his write-up.
Incredible.
So let me pull that up so I can show that to you as well. Here. So here's the archive. They've obviously updated, but shout out to Not the Bee for getting the archive link in their article.
Always shout out to Bee. Or not.
So yeah, here we go. Like here, he's like, "Politico, literally first sentence. It's hard to know where to file a story from Politico. Block quote Politico. Block quote Politico." So literally half his article is like Politico block quotes here. And so he's citing Politico where the criminal complaint actually is. It's just like he didn't actually read. Wow. He didn't click through to the criminal complaint and read the criminal complaint. So
of course he did.
He never decided to look at the original criminal complaint once. And if he did, then he simply thought he could pull the wool over everyone's eyes. Being a journalist from 1976, one would think that he actually clicked through and read it. But
that's not what journalism is these days. Journalism these days is how can I push this narrative? Facts be damned.
Yep.
Yeah,
Activism.
seriously, it's literally what we're, and that's what most of these stories are going to be talking about today. So Charles P. Pierce, you are a complete and utter idiot. But it's not just you that are an idiot. The fact that this got past editors at Esquire makes them big dum-dums too. They actually published this knowing that you could literally click through a criminal complaint and see that he was a black man. Like it's just it's hard to give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't actually click through when they cited Politico twice. Like it's hard to believe that this wasn't trying to push racism. It's like hard for me to believe that they're this stupid. But
like for the people
at
in
the
the
same
stream,
time, people are this stupid.
Yeah, no, just for the people in the stream, just to know, like for John and I who are editors, you check everybody's article that's submitted to you. You check those facts, and if they're wrong, you go, hey, take a look, double check this.
Oh, don't I know?
John's completely right. That didn't happen. There was no, or it did happen, and they said that's fine,
and they ran with it. Yeah.
Right.
So So it's not just Charles P. Pierce; it's Esquire too. You got a double dose here, a double dip. Before we get to the next story, which is Drew, I do see we got a super sticker from KitKat for €5. Is that euros or pounds? I'm really bad right now.
Euros. No, that's pounds.
Pounds.
I think euro is like the C with the two lines through.
Yeah, it's
euros
pounds,
are worth more.
It's a guy with a hat on sideways going incredible. And then Fat Steven Seagal,
Fat Steven
$15 is saying, why does John's mic tip look infected? Is that because it's red? Is red infected?
Hashtag Koof Tech, he says.
The tip is always infected. So.
Shout out to
it's always the one that shows.
Shout out to Mikhail. You don't deserve a shout out. You're grounded, kid.
Oh.
All right. Next story, Drew. What do we got up? What's next? We got
all right. So I'll have to
Liam O'Mara.
Go in and find the tweet thread real quick. But this is classic. I mean, this Liam O'Mara guy, he's running for Congress in California, and he totally he went and Candace Owens. It started with a Candace Owens tweet, and he responded to Candace Owens by and I'll pull up the tweet. You got it. Okay, so he responds with this because she laid out facts. Okay, she said number one violent offenders against black people or other black people. The number one violent offenders against Asian Americans, are also black people. Thank you, Candace. But both hashtag Black Lives Matter and hashtag Asian Lives Matter are campaigns dedicated to stomping out white supremacy because clown world, and she includes clown emojis. And then, of course, this guy, being typical leftist, he's like, yikes, you may have dropped this. And he shows an image of a Ku Klux Klan hood. So I pointed out that this guy, Regal Beagle, replied to him and said, you seriously just tweeted this to a black woman. You need help. And this guy doubles down. He said, I tweeted it to someone making straight up white supremacist arguments to exploit a fragile white male audience. Candace is a paid propagandist that constantly recycles tropes. We've seen work on that audience for 2 centuries. Well, this guy actually believes this nonsense, and he doubled down on an insanely racist, statement right there with the whole Ku Klux Klan hood.
He's running for Congress, and of course, he has a PhD.
Yeah, and this guy has a PhD, which makes him incredibly, drumroll please, good God.
I should invest in a clown horn from whenever.
I mean, yes. I mean, how
soundboard?
How dumb can you possibly get? And the guy just tries to justify it on top of it and looks worse. And I guess last I checked, if you go on Candace's timeline, she apparently actually called the Riverside County Sheriff Department and filed a police report. on the guy. So, good for her. Because she said, I am done with you racist Democrats thinking you can do and say whatever you want to Black conservatives. Wow. And I applaud her for reporting the guy because, it's just absolutely tone deaf on his part. And you have people, mainly leftists now, and we know this, that are coming out and openly, trying to be anti-racist by being racist.
And that's what anti-racism is.
Yeah, that is what anti-racism means now.
Oh my God. So
it's such deceptive wordplay because it's not anti-racism, it's racism directed at people we don't agree with. And again, it doesn't have to be white people, as we've learned from the past 3 weeks.
Yeah. Fat Stephen, if anything, the hood is part of any of the new Democratic Party if you're running for office.
All right,
it is like the party line now.
Mm-hmm. I'm the governor of Virginia, either wore one or wore blackface. Sitting governor of Virginia, literally sitting governor of Virginia.
And nobody calls him on it. Awesome.
Not nobody.
True.
I just did it right now. I just did it. So Spencer, next we have Deadspin editor Julie DiCaro. How do you want to do this? You want to do the way I did it?
I've got her tweets.
Okay, you want to share screen now? Okay.
So everyone, I'm sure we all know that I think 2 days ago, there was an awful tragedy in Boulder, Colorado, where a mass shooter opened fire on a supermarket, leaving 10 dead. And of course, I'm sure everybody saw, even before the bodies were cold, before anybody knew anything, when we just heard that there was a shooting, everybody was, the usual suspects were running to Twitter to blame white people. Everybody is just throwing, this is white people, that's white people, it has to be white people, including Deadspin editor Julie DiCaro, who took to Twitter and said, extremely tired of people's lives depending on whether a white man with an AR-15 is having a good day or not, which again also references the, I guess you could call it, fake narrative that the police captain who handled the Atlanta area spa shootings, he was describing what the suspect had told him. And he said, hey, he told us that he had a bad day and he snapped. And then, of course, the media ran with it. And, why is the white police officer defending him like this? Why is he making excuses? All false. Go watch the video. Complete bullcrap. But, of course, as we all know now.
It's actually in my video that I just put up today. I literally put the clip of him saying it.
Perfect. Yeah. It's blatant context. Misinformation right in your face. But so, as we all found out, the shooter was actually, I believe he's Middle Eastern. Some places are saying Syrian. I haven't confirmed that, but I know
Daily Beast is reporting that on his Facebook, he said he was a Syrian immigrant.
Okay, yeah, I knew he was Middle Eastern, but Syrian.
Yeah.
That's what the Daily Beast is reporting.
From the Daily Beast, they're claiming Syrian. So, obviously, not white. But when people pointed this out to DiCaro, telling her to delete the tweet, she wrote, for everyone asking me if I'm going to delete this tweet and apologize to white men, no, I am not, because it's still true. And, people kept pointing out, like this person, Casey James, I said something stupid and wrong, but I'm going to double down right out of the liberal playbook. And DiCaro doubled down again, except it wasn't stupid or wrong. White men do the vast majority of mass shootings in this country. It's an easy Google. Now, if you do an easy Google, you get Mother Jones is the top hit, right? This is their work. And it lists first of all, it only lists 2 shootings last year, which I know was wrong. And it also lists a lot of people who aren't white as white. It's complete garbage. It's not true. It's complete disinformation. But if you go to this site that I discovered today, mass-shootings.info, this site catalogs every mass shooting across the country with links, with photos, with everything. And you know what they say? Perpetrators by race of the 612 shootings last year, 118. 73% of them were committed by black shooters, 22 by white and 22 by Latino. Absolutely not the vast majority of white men committing these crimes, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately. I mean, just it's unfortunate these crimes are happening, but it's not true. You can't say that.
Spencer, 0%.
I know. Look at it. Much too busy. Well, that's because we wait on our rooftops for you to commit a crime on our liquor stores.
Right.
Only if you're Korean. Sorry.
No, we actually we run around.
Hey, Stop AAPI hate, Don. We can all be recruited.
we prefer to run around with our katanas.
Exactly. We do it the honorable way. But of course, Julie also as it kept building up, she wrote, "My inbox and DMs are full of extremely white men who don't give a damn about mass shootings, but are demanding I issue a blanket apology to white men." To which I say no. And after this, DiCaro just started retweeting and trying to get gotchas on a bunch of her critics who were completely valid. She just threw like this day-long tantrum, and now she's locked her account. So
Of course.
I guess the truth was too much for us to handle, right, guys? No. The fact of the matter is, Julie DiCaro and anybody like her who ran to call the shooter white, tries to blame this on white supremacy, tries to do anything that's not either blaming the individual or looking at the situation itself, you're stupid. Absolutely stupid, and you are welcome on this list. If it wasn't only a 5-item list that we do daily, we could have a book on these people.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're building a book literally every single day.
Yeah,
like, we really are. Probably publish a book right now. We've this is like number 32, I think. We've done 31 already, so we've done about a month already. So we have a month of Daily Stupids already, because I think this is number 32.
Dude, that might be a good idea, guys. We may need to collab on a book.
We'll have to change our name though, because we're just bounding into everything.
Bounding into stupid.
just call it. We'll rebrand like everybody did in the early 2000s. We'll just be bounding.
Bounding
the one name.
I mean, CBR did it, right? They used to be comic book resources, and now they're CBR.
Now they're CBR.
We can just be BIC, right?
I want to definitely, real quick, just to highlight something HBG3 said in our chat. They never talk about Chicago, and yes, you're exactly right, because that is Chirac is what they call it.
We literally have roving gangs of 10-year-olds with guns doing carjackings out here.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
Every morning I wake up and I follow this account on like a Crime Spotter account for Chicago. Every morning, there's already 3 shootings by 7 a.m. It's insane. Tariq Nasheed is even on Twitter right now going, "Oh, this is white supremacy." And then people are going, "Well, what about Chicago? There's a lot of shooting going on there." And he's going, "When is everybody going to stop talking about Chicago and start talking about white supremacy?" And it's I don't expect a lot out of Daily Stupid, probably champion Tariq Nasheed, but still.
All right, Alexander Bitakovic.
Hold on. Let's go to Don. Talk about Tammy Duckworth here.
Okay, Tammy Duckworth.
Quack.
Let's just.
Do we need to find something
in more ways?
No. I'm just going to share a screen so everybody has a little context about what's going on here. So if you want to. Let's see.
We need the Jeopardy music.
Yes, there it is. Share that screen so everybody has a little bit of a visual. So today we have something. Tammy Duckworth. She decided that she wanted to double down on something that everybody else seems to be doubling down on, which is race. And she is a Democrat from the wonderful state of Illinois. She said that she will stall votes on President Biden's nominees in protest of his lack of Asian American representation. Just summarily, she was saying that there's no AAPI representation on the cabinet. There's not a single AAPI in the cabinet position. That's unacceptable. And that's Asian Pacific Islanders.
I hate that term, by the way.
It's the same issue Latinx. I have with people of color. Yeah, Latinx, people of color. It's all racist crap.
It's fake woke terms.
Oh yeah,
I know. I can't say
others speak.
Carrying on, President Biden will be the first president in 20 years without a cabinet secretary who is happy.
Oh, she spelled that right.
Happy.
They got that one wrong, right?
Oh God, yeah, they got
editors.
And then she's also said that she was offended by one of the secretaries of the president answering for him. When I asked about AAPI representation, the first words out of President Biden's staff's mouth was, well, we're very proud of Vice President Harris, which is incredibly insulting. I guess Vice President Harris has some Asian blood in her somewhere.
She's Indian.
Oh, there was it was funny, Don. There was actually an article this week that tried to make it, because all this time they've been praising the VP for being black, and then all of a sudden I forget what outlet it was, wrote an article and said we should be celebrating our Asian American vice president. And I just was
that's why she was chosen, because she checks all the check boxes, and all she needs to be is like bisexual, and then they got that crowd too. But she's
about that. Like she's gonna look at like sexual diversity too.
Jeez.
If they graft on a pee-pee onto her, she would. But yeah, that's what she's got, and because of this, because she's delaying the crowd that she is supposed to be part of. I mean, we got our little group here has really predicted that even if they get everything, if they get the House, if they get the Senate, even if they get the judicial, as long and even the president. They would still not get anything done. And for this, Tammy Duckworth, you get on the Daily Stupid. Congratulations.
Yeah. We do need that clown horn.
Yeah, we need the clown horn for her, too. Well, she is a clown.
Yes. So we want to throw it to the chat. If you guys have any suggestions for the Daily Stupid, what did you guys see today or over the past week? Share what you've seen that you think would qualify for the Daily Stupid. We will read them here, and then I guess we can read some bonus ones while you guys share those. So we'll just go to this article that I wrote earlier today. It's in the same vein as what is her name? Julie DiCaro.
Yeah, Julie DiCaro.
Same vein as that. And it actually has to do with this is Kamala Harris's niece. Her name is Mina Harris, and so she decided she's a children's book author. She wrote this book, Kamala and Maya's Big Idea, based on her mother Maya and Kamala's childhood. And she decided to go to Twitter and tweet this. The Atlanta shooting was not even a week ago. Violent white men are the greatest terrorist threat to our country. That was last night. I assume this is probably Pacific time. I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably.
So at like 9:00. And then, but she has since deleted the tweet and wrote another one. And this one this was this morning, I guess right around noon. She wrote, "I deleted a previous tweet about the suspect in the Boulder shooting. I made an assumption based on his being taken into custody alive and the fact that the majority of mass shootings in the U.S. are carried out by white men. As Spencer pointed out, that's not true." Mm-hmm. And then she did not apologize. So she obviously still believes this. There's no apology whatsoever. And then he was actually shot too. The police did report that he was shot.
You can see
here,
it. Yeah.
Here is the report. The suspect has been identified as where is it here? I think it did right here. Officers arrived on scene within minutes and immediately entered the store and engaged the suspect. There was an exchange of gunfire during which the suspect was shot. So they did shoot him. He just did not die from his wound.
Yeah, you can see if you see all the photos, he's like bleeding from his leg. Like it's
right.
It's clear. It's clear he got hit.
Right. So and then they're charging him with 10 counts of murder in the first degree, and he was being transported to Boulder County Jail today. I also found and so that's him. But I also found I think it's further down actually.
Yeah, he looks real white.
I found a 2017 paper written by what is her name here?
Benjamin Radford.
Benjamin Radford wrote
Friedel. Emma Friedel.
Yes, yeah, that was Emma Friedel. That was published in the Journal of Interpersonal Violence from 2017, and it shows here that it talks about the race of mass shooters, and obviously they're using a different data set probably than what Spencer found. which just goes to show you that there isn't really like a definitive source on this information. It's very muddied because you don't have because there's all the way people track this is all different as well. Like what
there's no definition of like mass shooting.
Yeah, but here it shows that black people were 37%, white people were 40%, and other and mixed were all around 23%. That's still not a majority, meaning she's still wrong. She's flat out wrong. Yeah. So she got that wrong too. So she tried to say that she was wrong and then added another lie on top of it, because that's what they do. She's basically doubled down as well. All right, but I see that Fat Steven Seagal has a suggestion for
Zombie Kills.
Zombie Kills, because I know Drew had kind of pitched that one as well. So do you have that up, Drew?
Yeah, hold on. Let me go back to Twitter here to just search for Zombie Kills. Oh, God.
And then while you're doing that, I want to point out that in that thread that of Mina Harris, the initial one where she said that it was all white or violent white men are the greatest terrorist threat to our country, she was joined by, where was it? The USA Today race and inclusion editor, Hamal Javari, replied to her and said, "It's always an angry white man, always."
Let's show that.
I was reading the quote, but I can find the tweet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere.
I could bring up the tweet of somebody that I used to work with, but I'm not going to do that.
So I think we can also probably include President Joe Biden. I believe he was calling for a assault weapons ban, even though we already have one.
Yeah, so I know we have one.
They'll never define it. They're all
that
done.
Press conference was so cringe.
It always is.
It was just like, I'm not going to talk about what he was because we don't have enough information.
But of course,
let me circle back.
If it was a white person, it would have been, I need to condemn white supremacy right now.
White supremacy needs to be addressed, and our nation needs to face the fact that we have been troubled by this horrible disease. I am also white, and
but I'm not. It just reminds me of like when Tom Cotton, Senator Tom Cotton, called out what's her name, the U.S. attorney nominee, where she had said, like, all people hold racial biases against other races. And so Tom Cotton was like, all right, so what races do you have racial biases
I saw that.
Against? Yeah, and she's like, well, I don't, but I'm not. And so Tom Cotton was basically like, well, you clearly just proved yourself wrong. You're stupid.
Let's prove yourself as a liar.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty great. I would recommend everybody watch that clip.
Yeah, I found the tweet.
Right.
Steven.
You got it. All right, here we go. So this is Zombie Kills. She's been featured in a number of our articles.
A familiar
in the past. Yes.
Zoom.
Yeah, can we make it a little bit bigger?
It's not me.
Your DMs are showing too, by the way. You might want to minimize that. People who are messaging you.
How do
Control up.
Plus.
Okay.
Or do you have a mouse wheel? Yeah.
There you go. There you go. That's good. Take it away, Drew.
All right, so Zombie Kills says, I don't care if the shooter was white this time. Last week he was, and I'm certain more white men will commit acts of domestic terrorism again. Mm-hmm. We have a white supremacy issue that is radicalizing people toward very public acts of violence, and it needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm. So I want to stop you there. We obviously have. Can you go back up again? Because I want to kind of like spin her words real quick for me. No, what we do have is a disinformation issue that is radicalizing people because a guy going on a murder spree is not domestic terrorism. It is a serial killer.
And guess what, guys? He's on your side. He was an anti-Trumper.
I'm talking about the spa shooting.
Oh, the spa shooter. Oh, I was talking about the other.
I guess he was like a serial killer. I mean, I don't want to define that actually. I take that back because I'll let the police do that.
Yeah, right.
He hit 3 spas, and he wasn't committing. They said it was not politically motivated, which would discount terrorism, which requires it to be politically motivated.
Yes, learn your legal terms, everybody.
And I'm not sure. I don't think we have enough information on the guy from yesterday either. As well, I know that there's some stuff circulating out there.
He has sensibilities to ISIS, apparently.
Yeah, I've heard that's going on, but I don't think that's been declared by the police yet. But there's so I don't want to jump to conclusions on that, like these people are doing right now. We don't want to do that.
Yes, because they are all lawyers and they know all the boundaries within which to arrest people and convict them. Yes.
So basically,
I was about to take issue with something else. Never mind.
So basically, with what she continues on with here, it sounds like something like straight out of the critical race theory manual. You know.
It is.
She continues on with the platforms and media outlets that allow themselves to be used to spread these hateful ideologies. Which, hello, you're on a platform, and used for planning these events need to be held accountable and shut down.
So Twitch should be shut down. Okay, got it.
Platforming,
all of them should be shut down. Yeah.
Platforming these types of people flies in the very face of the future this country needs to build.
Oh.
We should be working towards education, unity, equity. There's that equity thing again.
And unity. Unity means believing what I believe. There's a movie called Equilibrium. That's literally what they want.
Yeah, and those seeking to divide it for the purpose of pushing others down in the name of white supremacy should be cast out. Vote, petition, and organize. Because the current system right now works as intended, and its intentions are rooted in hatred and colonization. These systems need full dismantling. These systems need to be abolished. So obviously, this woman is so damn delusional. It's not funny.
It shouldn't shock me, but it kind of still does when you see stuff like this. That these people are saying this about America, and they're actively wanting, like, they can say it in America. They're actively trying to ensure that they won't be able to say this stuff anymore. Like it truly it shouldn't, because we see it so much, but it does. It truly astounds me every time I see that, because the cognitive dissonance is just like a freaking blue whale. Yeah. It's so huge.
Dude, yeah, I mean it's insane, and she's and we already know, I mean, this chick's a joke. She's a full-on grifter. We know this, and my goodness, how she maintains a huge audience in how people actually follow what she says or give it any sort of relevance. I don't know.
Yeah, Zach's 7. This is I hate that term, my truth. I hate that so much, because it's literally they're literally trying to change the definition of truth to be
from objective to subjective.
Yeah, when they say my truth, what they're really saying is their opinion.
My side,
they're also saying that because they're saying that it's because they're not using my opinion and they're saying it's my truth, it means that you can't actually argue against it, because it is objectively true and it's there, which is completely wrong. It's not
down
true.
Discourse. Yeah.
It's not true whatsoever.
I just want to say real quick, what's up to Mr. Anime 343. Also see Tehillim out there. Thanks for being here, Tehillim. Roof Korean, obviously, and everybody else that has come in and kicked it in the chat.
Alexander Vidakovich, Reveal Our Vita is here with us. HBG3.
Zach.
Fast Steven Seagal.
That's Steven.
Yep. Yeah, we just showed Zach 7's comment. All right. Anything else? Did we get anything from the chat? Besides
just people commenting mainly.
Oh, Roof Korean had a bunch. He has beer bug passports to suggest beer bug serial number tattoos. Yeah, those are.
I feel like I've heard a tattoo thing proposed. No, not a tattoo thing. There's another tracking thing that I've heard. For
donuts. The amount of donuts that you get in a year from Krispy Kreme,
dude. That's your economic that's your economic impact relief right there.
Yeah, but yeah, the whole the whole beer bug passport thing is just it's.
Oh yeah, it's way that, but and apparently Mercale wanted to.
Great.
Yeah, Mikhail wanted to point out that somebody got called a Yahtzee for not referring to the tree guy's pronouns.
Oh yeah, we covered that yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that was in the Daily Stupid from yesterday. Spencer did that.
Yeah.
Tree self.
Roof Korean is asking, is this like a bonus abounding day, or is this a nice way of saying you won't be on tomorrow? No. So this is just a new thing I think we're going to do. We talked about this on our stream Friday.
Yeah.
We did.
On our
Bebop.
On our Bebop stream, Bebop review, we talked about that. We said we were going to do it Monday. I think Monday doesn't really work. Tuesday is, I think, the better day for it. We're gonna probably do it moving Tuesday. Do these like Daily Stupid lives because I'm having fun doing this.
Yeah, this is really fun.
I'm gonna interact with you guys a little bit more. I think that's kind of where we're at with this. Anything else that you guys wanted to give as a bonus? Daily
if we're out of material, you can wait an hour and something.
We're not out of we're not out of material. There was anything we wanted to highlight.
Yeah, we'll always have more material. Oh God.
There's the environment that can cause your pee-pee to shrink. Apparently, there's a
Warner Media still going downhill fast. Like they decided, dude, they wanted to plunge.
They wanted to. It was double down.
Crazy.
Yeah, right after Snyder Cut releases, you get all the woke talking points, which I don't actually think they're woke talking points. I think they actually believe that stuff. So
Fat Steven pointed out to me, Zombie Kills also pulled that stunt where she was invoicing people for like $2,000.
Right. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. We will be back Wednesday for the Bounding Live. I think we're going to be renaming it the Black Pill Stream for this week, just to have a little bit of fun because that's what you guys like to call it. So look for that 9 p.m. Eastern time. We might have a special guest. We'll see. Waiting for confirmation on that. So look forward to that tomorrow. And then Friday, I will not be here. I don't think My Hero comes out until Saturday. So we'll see how that works. I'll be on the road. So we'll see if we can do the My Hero stream. We'll try and figure it out.
Or
if I'm not there,
we'll try to do like a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 whenever you get back.
Yeah, we might do a double dose on that. So look forward to that. And then we got more stuff coming up later this week as well. I will have my Hero 5 top anime fights from that show coming up too. I've got 2 already down, so I've got 3 more to just kind of write up. So look forward to that as well. And I know Spencer's still working on his 10, and he's continuing with his Superman and Lois review. So look forward to those.
And then Sunday, I'm gonna have my colleagues Spencer and Don here are gonna be on with me, and we are having a stream to discuss the whole thing about the stupid appy thing, the Asian violence in the what's going on in the Asian community. We're also going to talk about Asian people being used as political chess pieces and for woke points. And so we're going to have a great panel. As I said, it's going to be the 3 of us. I believe we've got Geeky Pixie that's going to be in there. We've got OG Star Wars that's going to be in there. We got our boy Jay Lee that comes and supports our stream. So we are going to have some Asian representing on Sunday. So make sure that you guys catch that. That'll be on my channel, and you'll get kind of bounding light dosage over there.
Very, very racist stream. Very racist.
Clearly a whiteness stream.
Yeah, clearly.
Banned by Yale. That stream is banned by Yale.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. This has been your Daily Stupid. If you have suggestions for tomorrow, leave a comment or hit us up on social media. Have a great one.
Yep.
Take it easy.
See you guys.